Hello again. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. And my baby wanted to relax there. He didn't want to move. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. So you're moving past somebody's obsession over you. You have healed past a person's obsession over you. So someone was displaying real nasty behavior towards you, and you're moving, and they were spreading it like wildfire. It was spreading like wildfire. Like other people would pick up on it too. But let's see what's the first card. Fire, confidence. You propelled, you healed, optimism, passion, and bravery. Or fought back. And on the bottom is Sagittarius. That ninth house energy, spiritual growth, optimism, exploration, and freedom. Like you're not in the business of making someone else's incompetence or insecurities or anything negative in the book your problem. That's okay, sit down. It's not your problem. Okay? It's like real meek, modest energy, but can be spitfire if need be. I don't need you. I can see why you're upset. I can see where my actions hurt you. You propel forward by way of needing permission, where I am the declaration of exploration, freedom, and just a consenting adult, just a grown person who's not afraid to take charge. Period. I get it. I take care of myself and only worry about myself. Praise God. North Node. Spiritual growth. Destined to have. Someone feels like they're destined to have what's rightfully yours. Sextile. A combination. It's you and them. Combining attention and flow. Potential and rewarding situations. A lot of red here. What's the five-finger disc? Water. Creative. Creative, creative, creative. Spirituality. Mix that with the Sagittarius. Emotions. Intuition. Compassion. All right. Let's get started. House 6. Establishing a foundation. The purpose of all of this is to establish that foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Okay. Now I have my tarot deck spread out like this. Give me one on fire, confidence. Whoa. Okay. 2 of 3 flipped out. Spirit of the home, celestial spirit of the home. You come from a religious background or may sustain a religious setting in your own household because that's tradition and just your spiritual preference. Celestial union, a balance of that yin and yang energy, that masculine and feminine energy, and structure of the heart and soul. What's the 3? So what's up? It comes with healing and growing to balance out yin and yang energy. You have to operate from both to some degree. Okay? You have the bravery to break a lot of negativity or toxic traits. That's why I said you're healing past addictions and propelling forward. And you're healing your own heart and soul. Okay? Somewhere between the combination of tension and flow. You know, what you still may need to work through and what you're strong about. And what society deems or what your family deems. This is more about family. What your family deems for you to be doing. Okay? On the bottom is mystical ecstasy. Destined to have over the North Node. And finally, the eternal student. This is a guru complex. Somebody who knows what they're talking about. You know, this looks like Hierophant. This is like a Hierophant card. A leader of the community, a teacher, Taurus energy, mastermind of both dual practical studies and spiritual studies, somebody who studies multiple religions, not like confusion or misguidance or just something different every day, like Christian today, Jewish tomorrow. No, all of it is your history, and every religion is based off of Tawheed, which would be the lordship, singling God out in his lordship and his worship and his names and attributes. So this is a person who don't just stop at one sect of religion. This is somebody who studies all of history, is a history buff. And they balance their household out better like that. And it propelled them forward in a proper way of healing without no gimmicks. That's with the sextile. Combination of yourself and a combination of your emotions and a combination of what's logic. You know, how you feel, how things affect you from day to day. So many choices. Celestial union. Harmony. You won't have a sit down with a person unless it's harmonious. It has to have that balance of yin and yang. Power. Knowledge. That goes back to that guru complex that I was talking about with the eternal student. Mystical ecstasy. One on mystical ecstasy. North node. That's on top of north node. What you're destined to have is power in both realms. Trust. Earning people's trust. Making sure you show up correctly. Well, to show up correctly is to show up with the guidance, the proof and evidence for guidance, to properly show people the example of how it can be done. And spirit of the home. You have a very unique way of keeping spirits at bay of your home, and you make your home abundant with all the green and the trees. It looks like a little tree house in the middle of the forest, but that's abundance. It's peaceful. The air is not smug, and that's on top of fire, which represents confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. You're not afraid to go outside of what your childhood religion was to establish all of what you learn from that and leave off the toxic with the sextile. And this is truth. Your third eye. You trust your intuition. With the water card here, I can see why that is here. And lastly, the structure of your heart and soul. Choice. That wanted to come out already, and I kept shuffling. Choice. You made a choice to tell the truth, even if it means be admonished from your family. You could have been raised under a lot of stroke and strike energy, where you could have been raised under a lot of, everybody has hypocrisy, first of all. Some more than others, some greater than others. And you could have been raised to do right, but was treated opposite of what you were being taught to do. Something like that. All right, I have my cards laid out. Give me one. What's the overall energy? Knight of Coins. Creating a canvas. Building stability. Through stubbornness, patience, you take your time, no rush. What would be in the challenging position? The Emperor. I feel like this was a leader of course, an emperor is a leader of the community. But I don't know why that's in a challenging position yet. You're rebuilding what was already established before you with the guru complex. But this emperor might have been a bit of a tyrant in a negative, because why would that be in a challenging position? Or it's challenging that men lead, and sometimes women step up and lead. But, without the offense of creating an innovation, because you're not changing history, you're only amplifying on it and leading by example yourself. As a woman, you're allowed to do that, and tradition is the women take care of the home, the men go out and lead the community. At the same time, some women are just fiercely independent like that, especially more so in modern day times. Women are fiercely independent like that, and they do step up and lead more. So being in a masculine energy, being an emperor, this is a boss, an entrepreneur. This is a person high in rank in the military. This is a father. This is a husband. And it's in a challenging position. But this emperor is looking at the back of this Knight of Coins, this Knight of Pentacles. For what, though? Looking at the illustration. Stop. Put that down. You're taking your ancestry with you, the knowledge of your ancestors with you, and you want to go your own way. Maybe it's frowned upon in your household because they could be of one sect of religion and you study all of them to make sure you got the facts straight. It's God approved, so it can't be anything like innovative in that would be against moral codes of conduct. Be careful. Here, that goes on top. So you're facing the North Node anyway. So this is going on top. Hold on, let me slide. Excuse me while I slide the cards up.
What?
You okay? Okay, slide up. Move over. This goes at the top. This is in a cross position. Okay. Third position. 7 of Cups. I hear the Sora number 111, ayahs 1 through 5. This is an illusion card, or someone who is too much in the spiritual realm and not quite grounded, or more like a daydreamer. Okay, you could have been dismissed by this emperor as someone who is being silly and just not qualified to lead, but you have God present, the Ace of Pentacles. He's handing you that opportunity to go ahead and lead. So it's something hypocritical. It's an underlining tone of hypocrisy with this person offering a lot of like gold and different items of glad tidings. So something may not be as grounded about this emperor, person in the emperor position, as it seems. And you're going to gradually and strategically take your time and build up what the real truth is. So the example I get is Malcolm X, when he went to Mecca and he saw that there were not just people from African descent. When he went to the Middle East, he saw that there were blonde hair, blue-eyed Muslims, Asian Muslims, people of all cultures. All of Adam and Eve's children are supposed to practice Islam. But what he was taught in the United States was an innovation that is only for us. Us meaning African or Indian descent. So when he saw that, it blew his mind. And he passionately came back to tell the truth. Now, in this case, the emperor would be Elijah Muhammad, you know, the leader of the whole organization, you know, and we all know, you know, he was assassinated for telling the truth. But the helping hand of God showed him a mercy and gave him the opportunity to lead by a better example. And that's the example I'm getting right now with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who moved the slowest moving knight in the deck, but the most solid moving knight in the deck. The more he's grounded, he's a little stubborn, but he's grounded and he's patient, and he'll take the necessary steps to build it, but he's still moving forward. I hear you can have unsettling nerves about what you need to do. You know, he's taken everything he learned with him, the good of it, so much of it, and then leave off the toxic. And then the 7 of Cups was the illusion. It's a card of illusion. So all of what he was doing, he realized that is nowhere near the straight and narrow path. A lot of it is mostly nonsense and material gain, for material gain. He realized that it's more business than it is spirituality attached to what I'm a part of. So he started delegating independently, and the rest is history. Five of Pentacles and the sixth position. The Five of Pentacles talks about despair, poverty stricken. So you could have lost a lot of your support going your own way, but that's why it could be taking a while. That's why you have to take your time. You can't move as passionately. I mean, you're moving, the passion's still there, but you may not be able to move as fast as you would like to because you don't have the same support as you once did, because you're moving against what this Emperor might stand for, whoever this is in your experience, in your life experience. So how do you see yourself? You know, it's going to take a lot longer with you standing on your own, but you have God, and that's enough for you. That's why you have the canvas of the ancestors on his back. I take my respect and honor and all that I was raised, and I'll just start over. How do you see you? Someone who who operates with a warm heart, who is not afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve, and without being too naive. But there's somebody who, you got two knights here, so this could be a younger person, a grown person, but this is a young adult, as you will, 25, maybe 30, maybe like 25 to 35-ish. So this person has strong feelings about what he's trying to establish, or what needs to be delegated the right way, the straight and narrow path. So how does the people see you? They are confused at the decision you made to go away from what was secure, because the people are fed illusions for security, for material gain. So they don't really understand what's going on yet. They see you as they almost are made to undermine you because they don't think you're being logical. But the same person, this Emperor who's leading with these illusions, is just not as accurate as he should be for a person in that position. It's making it like you're the one that can't make a solid decision with the Seven of Cups. This could be you giving back all the material stuff that that you once thought was enough, until you experience some kind of like spiritual upgrade, and you're called to read in the name of the Most High. Okay, so what's the advice? While everybody's celebrating, eating and drinking and looking their finest, this is like a kind of a corrupt organization, I feel like, and it's based off corrupt things, but it looks real stable on the outside, so it has some truth. It's not all illusions, it's just some truth, but there's some crookedness that goes on behind the scenes. And the final outcome, I like that. Justice. When that shows up, there's been an injustice, and you're going to set the record straight, and you're going to be called to step into this Emperor position as a new leader. But it doesn't come without drama. You're going to be left alone. You're left to fight alone, humanely speaking. So with the cards, the energy that I laid out before the tarot, like this, not without conflict, you know, but with healing, you made a choice for yourself to structure your heart and your soul, and you want it based off all the right things, all the stability, the right kind of stability, not things that's not going to mean you no good once you depart or return back into the ground. So this is a business for someone who appears to be religious but really is about the profit, the financial gain about it. With all due respect, you're called to step up and lead. You're going to set the record straight on your own. That's what I got for you. the eternal student. Spirituality, emotion, intuition, compassion. That's your power, is your empathy and compassion for the people. But I feel like you're going to be, with the justice card as the overall, you're going to be celebrated for standing up for what's right. So the people are going to start to celebrate you under the right supervision and the right delegation. So I hope this serves you well. I hope you find something in it that can help you and propel you forward and keep your faith stored. It just keeps harmony and balance. And I hope it makes sense. I think it makes sense. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.